back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we're getting into your next chapter in love, life, everything, anything that comes through. We are open to it today to really see what Spirit has planned for you, what your angels are bringing in, how your life is going to change for the positive, for the better, how you're going to be leveling up and moving forward. So yeah, my Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well. We have group 1 with the Tiger's Eye. Group 2 with the Glaucophane. Group 3 with the Finchinite. And group 4 with the Appetite. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just going to get right into it. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Tiger's Eye, this is your reading, your next chapter in love, life, everything. We're going to see what comes through for you. Group 1, we got the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So it feels like you're already in motion, letting things go, doing some purging, cleansing, cleaning, strengthening your boundaries, really honoring your boundaries, upholding them. Embracing who you are. Spirit, their next chapter in love. And then we'll expand from there. All right, so we got a few things going on. So ultimately, I do see someone stirring your romantic heart. I see someone stirring your romantic feelings, stirring your heart, calling you towards them, starting something new. Romantic feelings says your feelings are real and worth exploring. We got playfulness and you deserve love here as well. Playfulness says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You deserve love at the bottom of that when it says you are lovable. So I see Spirit really working in your life when it comes to you being more open. Spirit is trying to open you up at this time. And it doesn't feel like to date and put yourself back out there. I'm getting an energy. It feels like Spirit has a plan. So when it comes to like the actual, execution, you would just allow Spirit to do that part. But I do see Spirit trying to get you to open up to the idea of being with someone, open up to letting Spirit bring someone in, change, revolution. There's like an energy of some of you finally have a handle on what you like and who you are. So it is a little hard at this time to open up because it's like you have your routine, you have your things that you enjoy, and adding another person could throw that off. There's like an energy of you guys really being against, like wanting to avoid drama, wanting to avoid the effery, like the unnecessary stuff. But I feel like you're willing to open up. We have children and healing family issues here as well. So in terms of what's coming out next for you, what's coming up next for you in terms of love, your next chapter in love, it seems like Spirit is opening you up to multiple people, opening you up to be more playful. There's an energy for some of you where it's like maybe you need a little bit of a slow start. Maybe flirtation is a little bit of a struggle for you at this time. Maybe it's been a while since you've been off the market, especially if you've been in a relationship, long-term relationship for a while, your last chapter. So I see Spirit trying to get you to open up romantically. But I'm not picking up on a person quite yet. So we'll see what Spirit has to say about exactly who is coming through. Another thing, we have children. It says your love life is being affected by children. So Spirit may be, if you're a single parent or a parent, Spirit may be really working with you in terms of your relationship with your kids. You may feel like you're not ready to be in a relationship because it's like maybe you're too sensitive to allow someone to come in. It's a very vulnerable thing to allow someone to come in and you like co-parent with you, especially discipline is where it gets really shadowy, really uncomfortable, a really vulnerable thing. So if you do have kids, Spirit wants you to know, like, we've been working so much. There's been so much going on with you, your relationship with your kids, literally because Spirit's about to bring a new person in, and that's how Spirit is getting you prepared. So that happens all the time where it's like you don't even see how certain things are connected or how Spirit was trying to bring in, you know, love by working with a total other area of your life. So everything's happening with a purpose. Otherwise, the children card also indicates like some sort of period of rapid growth. So you may be going through an ascension as well. And Spirit is saying that's going to positively impact you romantically. And then we have healing family issues. That one says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So you may be partaking in some family counseling. You and your family members may be reading books right now, trying to level up, trying to understand each other better. The other areas in your life may be affecting love, healing family issues, working through things with specific family members, and then of course your parents. Spirit in life, their next chapter in life for group 1. We have the Empress. Nice. The Empress has never come out of this deck. Time to take action. It says give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. So your next chapter in life, I see you guys being comfortable. It's giving luxury right away. It's giving like divine luxury energy. It's giving comfortable. Wow, we have the 10 of Earth that has just flipped over. Financial security for yourself and your family, inheritance or retirement, peace and contentment in life, honoring family traditions, that's interesting, pride in the family tree, and passing on knowledge. So your next chapter in life may be about preserving certain knowledge and information, especially if you're spiritual. Spirit may be calling you to make some sort of book that you can pass on to other people, or to somehow package what you know so that you can deliver it to other people, even if it's not family, even if it's like children, in the sense that these are people under you who are, you know, following your direction and being led by you. Long-term stability for you and your family. It says inheritance or retirement. So some of you guys, your next chapter, you're finding the job that you're going to like settle in for good. It's going to be like your forever career, even if you move through different companies or phases. If it's your own company, still it's going to be like that business, that long-term stability providing business I see you walking into. And then we have honoring family traditions, which I found interesting because we had the healing family issues card that came up, and I was hearing new traditions. So you may be starting new traditions with your little family, I'm hearing. So some of you may be getting into a relationship or starting a family in some way. Even the family that you currently have, like your friends and the people that you care about, you guys may be taking things to the next level. It's giving me like the vibes, if you've ever seen any of those posts about like 5 women you moved in together for life. The one that I saw, it was like, I don't know, I think it was like 4 or 5 women, and they moved into a house together, and they were all over like 50 or 60. It's giving me that kind of vibe for those of you who don't have a romantic partner or aren't looking for a romantic partner at this time, that you're still going to have a very strong family, community support system around you. We have the King of Water, and then we have release. The King of Water says trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, someone you can completely trust, a situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship, hidden but well-intended emotions, a charitable benefactor seeking a counselor. I love this energy so much. You guys, your next phase is looking real nice. Really, really good. And this is a non-traditional tarot deck I'm using. So it's like any card you would get in a regular tarot deck, you'll get in here as well. So they're not all like positive, but you guys are getting a lot of positive energy, a lot of positive cards. This is one of those readings that could really kind of go any other way, and I'm going to be surprised with everybody else. So it's good to see that you guys have so much positivity coming in. But for those of you who are waiting for like your person, your partner, I mean, come on, trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, someone you can completely trust. Like that's how we're starting off the energy. Like that's a really good partner. I see you guys having your King of Cups. This would be the King of Cups. I see you guys having your King of Water, no matter what that means for you. If you're looking for a relationship, this is going to be a husband, a partner, a wife, you know, like a long-term, stable partner. That's also deep and intuitive, but self-sufficient. You know, they don't need you to process their emotions. They can do that. They're someone who can add to your life. So if you're really feeling that Empress energy and you've been really relating to that archetype in the tarot deck and trying to like harness that energy, it's definitely working. It's attracting long-term stability with the 10 of Earth or the 10 of Pentacles. So this is really good energy. We have the Release card here. It says endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situations or people that hold you back, spiritual transformation, which is so funny, which is the same energy of the Eight of Cups that I saw at the bottom of the deck before. So yeah, it definitely feels like you're walking away from something. I feel like that's a current energy that most group 1 is already experiencing. Where it's like there's some sort of ending happening, something's wrapping up, graduation for some of you, or some sort of phase or cycle ending, like, oh, this is the end of my 3-year stay here, or this is, you know, stuff like that. Where it feels like a long time coming. Wow, we got the Fool card that just flipped over for you. And the Fool card is the very first card in the tarot deck. It's actually card number 0. It doesn't start at 1. And the Fool goes through every card in the tarot deck and has, you know, the Fool's journey through all the phases and cycles. And here you are, group 1, standing at the 0 yet again. I'm seeing 0, 0, 0, 0, like on a clock. Back at the 0 point, back at the conception, back at the starting point. Knight of Cups, which is good. It seems like you guys are open for the most part, open to new. And I feel like Spirit is trying to push you just further and further into that energy. Oh, this is interesting. We also have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the 6 of Cups. So Spirit is making a differentiation. Spirit is like, I don't want you to even co-create right now. I'm not looking for you to co-create and build and manifest. I want to give you a gift. I want you to be open to receive. 6 of Cups. So with this Knight of Cups, all you have to do in terms of love, for those of you who are still curious about love, like, okay, can I get more information on that? Okay, we got the King of Cups, you know, coming in. Good, stable energy, more on that. Knight of Cups, Spirit is saying all you have to do is be open. And it's going to come to you. All you must do is be open at this time. We got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, so things are already moving forward. Spirit isn't looking for your assistance at this time. So you guys may be addicted to working, hustling, because I just feel like this hungry energy, either you're really, really ready, or that's just your nature. You're always working, hustling, and Spirit is trying to get you to like, okay, we'll really channel this energy in somewhere where it can be more beneficial. So instead of putting it into love, maybe putting it into Page of Pentacles, your next business idea, or if you already have a plan and you're already moving in a certain direction in terms of business and what you want, you know, for yourself financially, moving forward on that. And if you don't know, then making a list and starting and figuring out, okay, what's my next step in terms of, you know, finance or value? What do I value? How do I bring more value into my life? And it's not like, you know, all about money. It's like for me, literally this morning, I went to Lowe's for the first time and I was so annoyed because it was packed and I went early AF and it was just packed. And I've been seeing those videos on social media that's like, I'm going to go into Lowe's and time to go into Lowe's and act confused for an hour because things aren't working out. And I literally went to Lowe's this morning and I was genuinely confused, and I can tell people were looking at me low key like, there's one of them in the wild. She's trying to act confused. She's trying to get her a husband. And it's like, I mean, yeah, that too. But also, I'm not here for you. I'm here for a reason. I say all that to say, I found myself in Lowe's this morning because last night I was kind of in the same energy. Like, okay, what do I do now? Because I'm comfortable. I know what's ahead of me. I know what Spirit's calling me to do. I know what's going on in the background. So I'm good to chill for a moment. And I decided, okay, I'm going to invest in what I love. So what do I love? I started going down the list of things that I wanted to do, things that I felt right now I could commit to, you know, the whole thing. And I ended up deciding, okay, I'm going to get back into some art. I'm going to try some new art. So I'm doing textured art. That's why I was at Lowe's, because I had to get some plaster. But like that, for an example, you know, so for me, for the next month or so, I'm going to be working on my entryway. I'm going to be decorating my entryway to my house with textured art. And that's something that I could pick up at any time and, you know, continue to build on. Something that, you know, is going to last multiple days because I'm doing multiple canvases worth of art. And, you know, something to keep my hands busy. So if you're like me, someone who just loves like to be busy or doing something, feeling like you're contributing, with the Emperor and the Page of Pentacles, what you value doesn't have to be like money. You know, what you value is like, okay, not only is my guest going to have a better experience coming to my house because my entryway is decorated, I'm going to decorate, which I love to do. I get an opportunity to decorate and really be an artist. And then I'm going to make the art. And then there's also this whole like, you know, other path that's unfolding because I'm going to learn like how I work. I'm going to learn more about, you know, discipline and committing and what can I actually commit to? How is this going to turn out? So there's so many benefits that comes from doing this one thing. So that's a really good thing for you to focus on, you know, like, okay, what's my next project? You know, what's something that I can do? It's going to be more than a day's worth of work, something that I can break up and work on as a long-term goal, you know, and try to say the next 2 months. That's how long I'm giving myself to do the entryway. I don't feel like I'm going to need that long. But that's how I'm giving myself. And 2 months is amazing. Like 2 months. So I know guaranteed moving forward, I always have something to do. If I'm bored or if I'm in my head, I always have something I can turn to because I committed to this. I bought the stuff for it and I'm going to do it. So this is going to keep me from so many like those loopholes and nights where you feel stressed or confused or you're overthinking and because, you know, I've decided, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So we have the Strength card here at Group 1. I really don't feel Justice card in reverse under that. I really don't feel Spirit is calling you to do anything. Spirit's got it. Spirit wants to bless you with this, especially if you've been asking for blessings in a big break. And Spirit's like, okay, and then I'm trying to give you the blessing in the big break. And now you don't want to take it. Now you want control. It's like, now, Group 1. We have the Intuition card that just came out for you. So you guys are showing up very intuitive. Intuition and apologies. So we're going to keep going. This is love, life, everything. We talked about love. We talked about life. We got into some other stuff. So now we're just going to see what else, you know, Spirit has to say about your next chapter. Your intuition is going to be strengthening. It says the vibes that you're feeling may not seem logical, but you are on point. Trust your inner guidance. Apology says you will receive an apology from someone who hurt you or betrayed you in the past. So it's looking like there's a lot of, you know, closure moments for you. You may be seeing 1010 at this time, or angel numbers alluding to a new start. Maybe even, yeah, look them up. I advise you look them up. I like Joanne Sacred Scribes. It's called Joanne Sacred Scribes, is a angel number site. I like that website to look Look them up. We have wishes in the end. The end says the end of a cycle approaches. Let go and begin again. I mean, literally, everything is on point. I love when this happens where it's like the energy just flows from deck to deck. Spirit just builds and builds and builds. That's how you know like this is really for you. And then we have the wishes card. It says you will receive a wish fulfillment. Dreams really do come true. So take a moment, make a wish. I'm good for that. I used to like, whatever happened to the early, like, I don't know, 2010 days where it was like 11:11, make a wish. Like I literally used to stop, drop, or roll to make my wish. Like I took it so seriously and I did it every day. We should bring that back. But yeah, take a moment, make a wish. And also whatever your heart is wishing for right now, even subconsciously, if you can't articulate it or you don't know what it is that you need, Spirit is, you know, that's another thing. Everything is not what you say. Like your vibration that you send out, your aura, that's what really manifests things into your life. So words make it easier to know that you're on the same page, but really your heart is being weighed, your aura is being weighed, and the universe is responding to you. So you don't have to know or be able to say it with words, what you feel or what you want or what you need, da da da. Like it's going to come through because you're being measured by your energy, not by, you know, the best sentence you can conjure up. We have deep quiet with meditation and stillness. This is also a good time. It depends on what you want. This is also a good time to, you know, work on the spiritual. If you want to keep into the spiritual and strengthen your intuition, have some of your spiritual gifts develop this year, pop off, that would be really good. Spending time in meditation and stillness, resting, relaxing, living more of a soft life, not forcing yourself to always be doing something unless it's something that kind of, you know, feeds your soul, makes you feel good. This is a time for meditation and stillness. It just depends on what kind of person you are. Because like I said, if you're like me, you're someone who like just likes to be busy, loves the hustle, loves the movement, Page of Pentacles and the Emperor, it's probably better for you to focus on like career and something that can make you, you know, keep you kind of, you know, in a good energy, still progressing in some area, because love doesn't, you know, need you to come through and help it along. It's already moving. So yeah, that is everything that came up for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Galactophane crystal, this is your reading, tapping in to see your next chapter in love, in life, everything, anything that wants to come up for you. How is Spirit going to be transforming your life? Let's start with love, Spirit. This is for group 2. Group 2 with the Galactophane. Their next chapter in love. Spirit is trying to get you out of your comfort zone. There's a little bit of an energy of you guys kind of right away feeling a little jaded. And it's almost like you always get the same response from everyone. Like your friends will be like, you'll be like, talking about, you know, the woes of being single or the woes of, you know, dating and not finding your person yet, wherever, you know, whatever space you're in. And people are just like, oh, do this, you know, you got to get out there, you got to da da da. And it's like, you may not like that. You may not like the advice that you get. You may not be compatible with the advice that you get. So perhaps there's, you know, a sense of you needing to go on your own path, you know, that is unique to you and what you need, and also your life. Like if you're an introvert, if you're someone who works from home, if you're someone who doesn't go out very much. I actually have a video for introverts on my channel. If you just look up Love and Romance Tarot Reading, Introverts Reading, you'll find it. But I have one that I did not too long ago for, you know, people in that space specifically. Not to say that you are, but there's an energy of like, whatever it is, whether it's dating advice, whether it's, you know, coaches or advice online or books, whatever, it just doesn't seem to be advice that is specific enough to really transform you or give you the result that you've been looking for up until this point. Calling in your soulmate says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So tapping in, I do see Spirit telling you to go your own way and to manifest love through either prayers, affirmations, visualizations, whatever it is that you prefer, but also petitioning a deity to help you or a friend to hold you accountable, whether that's like, what do you think is in the way of you and love? If you think it's your situation or the way that your life is set up, the fact that you're an introvert, whatever, you're going to want to petition a deity or you know, a goddess, a god, whatever, some, you know, being that can help you. If you're in a position where your thing is, you know, just that, you don't like going out very much. No, I already talked about that with introverts. What was the second example I was going to get? If you are someone, though, who is willing to go out, then maybe it's like literally just getting back in the swing of things and creating that habit again and going out with people. If you know that's not what you need to do, then definitely, like I said, petition a god or goddess. Even fairies, like whatever kind of being you want to work with. But letting your friends help you, whether that's spiritually or your literal friends, or even joining a community that will at least expose you to more people so that you can build more friendships. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If it's like, say it's, you know, how you look or your weight that you feel like gets you in the way, because we already used the example, like, okay, if you're introverted, what to do. But if it's you, maybe you can just let your friend help you by having someone hold you accountable. Like, you know, let's meet up once a week. Let's talk about this. Let's work out, you know, these days per week, You know, reaching out to someone who can help hold you accountable, even if your thing is, I just can't stop going back to my exes. You know, letting your friend know, like, listen, I don't ever want to talk to this person again. Can you help hold me accountable whenever I feel like, you know, texting or moving back with them? I need you to know that I'm committed to not doing that, and I want you to talk some sense into me, whenever I try to. So expanding your horizons and, you know, letting other people or, you know, a deity, spirit even help you. And then we have chemistry. So there is going to be a point where you're going to need to open yourself up and put yourself out there. For some of you, it'll be just for, you know, conversations with the person you're trying to manifest. For some of you, you actually will link up, you know, need to link up to new friends, new people in order to be in the same space. And this at the same time, you know, as your future lover. So I feel like also strengthening your crown chakra, your third eye chakra will help at this time, because then you'll be getting the messages that you need clear from spirit as far as what you specifically need to do if you're someone who's like prone to confusion, prone to overthinking, mistrusting, needing it spelled out, not very intuitive. That way, if you strengthen that, you won't have to worry about that. But yeah, trust at the bottom of the deck. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Spirit is definitely calling you to put more faith into the journey at this time. Spirit and life, show us their next chapter. Okay. So to summarize, your next chapter in love, what I see is you manifesting love in, but Spirit is kind of saying like the next chapter definitely includes you. So if you're in a position of kind of waiting to receive, I'm not seeing anything coming, at least from this spread. I see like everything that Spirit has mentioned has to do with, you know, you being a part of that process to some degree. Otherwise, you may be experiencing a standstill and you may already know that or be experiencing that now. But we have the Three of Fire and the Page of Water. The Three of Fire says planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors, be patient as you decide what's next. So in terms of life, there's a new beginning happening here, some sort of like new, well, it does say abundance from past choices actually. So there could just be like an accumulation of like wealth, luck, abundance coming, you know, towards you from past investments totally. But Spirit's also telling you to be patient as you decide what's next. So like I said, I see that there's a new phase, but it doesn't seem like you have your idea or you've settled on what that means to you or how you're going to move from here. So maybe you're still waiting for inspiration or revelation. And then we have the Page of Water. It says sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, and moody. Messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, and heightened psychic abilities. So you're more intuitive moving forward. You're getting invited to more social gatherings. You're meeting new people and friends. I see you coming out of hermit mode. If you've been in hermit mode, if you've been a recluse, I see you coming out of hermit mode. And yeah, we have the Seven of Water here. So this is a non-traditional tarot deck. This is the Angel Wisdom Tarot. But this would be the Seven of Cups in a traditional tarot deck. So there's an energy of you having multiple options in love, and Spirit is kind of like, you're going to be dating in your next chapter. Like you may be the group that's getting out of a long-term relationship or a long-term fog, where it's like you simply need to experience to even know where to start or what it is that you want. And also, Spirit is wanting you to be stimulated. Spirit is wanting you to experience, to see what someone else has to offer and give to you and bring to you in your life. So being open and receptive is absolutely imperative for that to happen. The Seven of Water says, make a choice. Don't procrastinate or overanalyze. Get clarity on what you desire and move forward. Too many options and addictions. Oh, you guys may be prone to your vices at this time if you are experiencing indecision. Like if you're really having a hard time deciding what to commit to, I always say if you literally you're literally confused, you literally don't know what to do, write down everything that you want to do, all the ideas that you have, whether that's learn Spanish, start pottery, start stretching, commit to no drinking, diet plan, whatever it is that you want to work out, whatever it is you want to work on, whatever project you want to do, write them all down, cut them up, and then put them in a hat and just pull. You know, literally leave it to the universe to tell you if you cannot make a decision. But if you can make a choice, it doesn't matter how small, it doesn't have to apply to anything specifically. You may be burnt out, you know, like maybe you've been really, really working to grow and expand your consciousness. You may be burnt out though, so take a break. You can focus on the physical now, you know, it's just as important. Mind, body, and soul, they're all equal. So you may value the spiritual more, so it makes you want to keep going, but sometimes you really just do need a break, like a study break. Like my brain will stop accepting new information if I study too long, focus on something for too long, especially something that's complex or frustrating, something that I'm not used to. So if you're anything like that, allow yourself to take your study break. We have the Moon and the Two of Earth. So there's a lot of uncertainty as far as where your life is going to go. I feel like you guys are stuck in analysis paralysis. And I see Spirit telling you to make a decision in terms of love and like, okay, what am I going to focus on? How am I going to grow and expand and better align myself to what it is that I want? In terms of life, you know, you're being called to make a decision. Spirit wants you to make the decision calmly. And I feel like that's why Spirit is reminding you, like, meditate, you know, at this time, so you can take your time. Don't make a, you know, spur of the moment decision, but at the same time, still make that decision. So it's like one of those no pressure, but pressure moments, like no pressure, but yeah, we're definitely in a time crunch. That's what it's giving. The Moon says, listen to your intuition, and everything keeps leading you back to the intuition. So seriously, crown chakra, third eye chakra, listen to crown chakra, third eye chakra opening and healing music as you're sleeping. That's the easiest way to work on them. But also you can, you know, do things that stimulate the different chakras. You can look that up online. You can meditate, imagining like a white light or sending energy to that chakra. The Moon says, listen to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. So I feel like, honestly, this feels to me like someone who just doesn't like change, because you have the emotional intelligence to understand like the complexity of what's happening right now, but there's still this like rejection of what's happening. So usually that comes from like, you know, it's not that I don't have an opinion or I'm confused. It's that I do have an opinion and I don't necessarily like what I'm receiving or what's called of me at this time. It feels like conscious resistance. The Two of Earth says working too hard or multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities and balancing the budget, you know. So maybe Spirit is calling you to balance the budget, but you're calling Spirit to fix the financial situation. And it's just like, we're at a standstill. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the camera, which is like the steps angel number, everything in steps. So I feel like, you know, you may want certain things now. We have the Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. So to be honest, you may also keep it G, you may just not want to work. You may not want to work or put in any effort right now. And it's like, I feel that because us as humans, we're like a battery. And it's like you only have 100% of that battery to work on. And if 30% is taken up by whatever happens at home, whether that's cleaning, feeding your kids, taking care of your home life, 70%, 50% is work. You only got 20 to 30% left. And then it's like birthdays, obligations, holidays, taking up all your coin, taking up all your time and focus. What the heck do you expect to manifest when you're running on a battery that is very much so, limited? It's not infinite. There's a cap on us humans. So I understand like being low energy or not having the ability to like show up the way you want to. And to be honest, we do have the King of Cups that just showed up here. We have the Two of Cups, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the King of Cups. So to be real, it looks like some of you may be waiting for like a wealthy partner, a King of Cups, like you're waiting for Two of Cups fate and destiny, romantic fate and destiny to bring in your King of Cups because Queen of Wands in reverse, I'm tired. Like that's how it looks. And that may be exactly what it is. And we have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So maybe potentially why, you're feeling the heartbreak or the disappointment is because Spirit is saying, yeah, no. Yeah, some people done tricked off on people on the internet and they got that life, but child, we don't know where they are now, what they had to do, what they really doing, what it really is. Like, and this just isn't that. Maybe that's what it is. We got the Moon again showing up. So maybe this just isn't that for you. There's an energy of acceptance here. It's really hard. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Wands. So you want more passion. Ace of Swords in reverse kind of looks like the things that Spirit wants you to do right now, you just don't want to do. It's like Knight of Wands. If you're passionate about it, you have no issue pouring into it, taking time for it, making space for it, taking action. But it feels like you're really fighting yourself right now. It's like on one end, it's just hard to make a decision for some of you. On another end, you don't want to surrender to what, the higher power is telling you at this time. Some of you, High Priestess in reverse, you just don't know. Some of you, Judgment in reverse, it could be a string of bad luck or some sucky transits really tearing you up right now. It could be completely out of your control. And it kind of just leaves us in this space where it's like, okay, when everybody else folds on us, what do we do? Do we fold as well or do we stand up? And sometimes we do fold and other times we do stand up, but that's the energy that you're in now. And I don't feel like if you, fold and you don't find, the grit or the energy to like really phoenix right now and bring out your inner, Katniss from Hunger Games, like bring out that, like, I will just do it. If you don't have it, I don't feel like it's game over for you either. I just feel like you're going to be in this kind of standstill energy where it's kind of like, if something like really, really good happens to you, it'll be like just to like luck or, kind of random. It feels like you guys are in a really tough spot. I want to say spiritually, because it's hard for you to understand, like your mind mentally and spiritually may really be battling right now within you internally, because it's hard for you to understand why some of this would happen when you have, put in work, or it's just like, why would I be like, Why would I be excited about this? We have inner work and the piggy bank. Inner work says it's time to do a self-inventory and need to spot the areas that you need to work on and heal. And I definitely see Spirit trying to lead you towards some, inner work and growing. Maybe not necessarily like shadow work, but inner work through experiences, like through these micro decisions and experiences that are calling on your energy at this time. And it feels like you guys are just ready to honestly be taken care of, Two of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the piggy bank. You will have enough money to put away for a rainy day. If you haven't started saving, or it says if you haven't been saving, then start. I do see, good things happening for you. But it's just looking like slow. Like we have growth in winter. Winter says a cycle is ending. Allow it to end and prepare for a new beginning. So whether it's winter that things are going to start popping off or you're just in the winter energy, it's still like a cycle is ending. So it hasn't even like fully ended yet, so you're not in that new beginning yet. So it's still kind of a nod to some sort of patience or time like being needed for things to really transform for you personally. It feels like one of those times where you're just kind of stuck in life. And, you can wait out for a better time or you can kind of crawl your way out of it. But that does kind of feel like the options. It doesn't feel like there's very much like working for you outside of that to be real. So it could be the result of past action. Like I said, it could be like something going on natally. Like maybe you're just having some really bad transits right now. We have growth. It says the seeds that you have planted will bear fruit. Your hard work will pay off. So again, it's like all positive energy, but I swear everything just has this undertone of, but you got to wait though, or still something required on your end though. We have stranger, which is good. It says a new person arrives with good intentions, and there's multiple stranger cards in this deck, and at least two of them say someone arrives with bad intentions. So you got the good stranger card. We also got the messages card. A long-awaited message finally arrives, incoming communication. So if Spirit hasn't been communicating with you or you've been waiting back communication from a job or something like that, I do see new people coming into your life, a friend, a mentor, a manager, someone who's going to help you, level you up. But they're really going to bridge the gap between the life that you have now and where you want. They're going to get you closer, but I don't feel like, they're going to be the end goal. Spirit is really trying to get you to surrender to the journey and to know that, everything happens, in a journey type of style. So it's going to take time, but it just feels like one of those times where it's like things are just tough and it's like there's no way to sugarcoat it. Like it's tough. We have relaxation. It says a time for rest and relaxation is needed, a much needed break after a period of hard work. So I would say if you want to know what to do, what I would do personally in this position, I would take the time to rest, relax, and decompress first. Then I would start working on those chakras to try to get the messages coming through from Spirit as soon as possible. Even the solar plexus chakra for confidence, that's going to keep you emotionally solid for the time being. And then if you want to jump into, like we were talking about before, writing down all the things that you may want to do and just picking one, or if you want to move towards one, that is what I would do. In terms of love, Spirit is telling you to call in your soulmate. So again, Spirit is at least telling you to communicate what it is that you're looking for, but really to manifest it. And, that's for you probably going to look like connecting with a deity or a being that can help you, or reaching out to a friend to help hold you accountable. And then the biggest thing with you is time. So it's kind of like, if you can figure out how to skip time, shit, let me know in the comments below what y'all do to skip time and how y'all quantum leap. But it's one of those things where it's like, you can wait it out or you can try a method, but it's just one of those stuck energies where it's like, okay, sometimes you can't say, oh, it's just sunshine and rainbows, because it's not always. So yeah. And then here I am, trying to keep it real. But yeah, that's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. chose group 3 with the Finchonite Crystal Point. This is your reading, your next chapter in love, life, everything. Let's see what's going on for you, Spirit. This is for group 3 with the Finchonite. Show us their next chapter in love first for group 3, Spirit. Oh, we got the soulmate card. So group 3, it looks like you have manifested a soulmate or are manifesting one now. Wow, we got the calling in your soulmate card. There's only 2 decks that have the soulmate wording on it in this deck, and you got both of them. So you may specifically be asking Spirit for your soulmate. I like to do that whenever I don't know. Whenever I don't have like a solid, this is what I'm looking for or intention, I like to leave it up to Spirit. Like, bring me my soulmate, you know. Try to speak through feeling. Calling in your soulmate says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So if you are doing those things right now, that is confirmation. It is working. If you were called to do anything, any of those things up until this point, you know, earlier this year, make a vision board, you didn't end up doing that, this is the time to get on it, because Spirit is giving you that confirmation that the visualizations are really helping you. So if you've been specifically struggling with time, like things have been taking too long to manifest, this is going to help speed that up for you. I'm also hearing doing a red candle spell, and you basically just take like a red, they're like birthday candles, but a little bigger, a little taller, a little thicker. Rub it with some olive oil, cinnamon, and, you know, whatever herbs you may have that can help speed things up for you. But I would write on the candle, like inscribe into the candle what it is exactly that you're wanting, or write it on a petition, like on some brown paper, bag paper, or just regular paper, whatever you have. The more you can do it closely to what exactly it is, the better. But if you can, it's okay, whatever you have. And yeah, lay hands over the candle, speaking out loud, you know, to Spirit what it is that you're wanting, and lighting that. If you just need to speed things up, if you've already been manifesting like crazy. But yeah, we got soulmate and calling in your soulmate. So you're doing something right, because it is calling in a soulmate at this time. So the magic is magicking whatever you're already doing. We have flirt. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. Spirit is trying to kind of get your chops wet at this time. So if you're finding like people are always wanting to flirt with you at this time, engage in it. Go ahead and engage in it, because Spirit is trying to get you ready, first of all, used to flirting, but get you ready to, you know, being open and being on your feet. You know, you're going to have that energy come up, even if it's on a first date with someone that you already know you're very, very attracted to. You're still, you know, going to get put on the spot at some point, or be uncomfortable, or in a position where you're going to have to use your flirting skills. And Spirit is like, all right, you know, trying to get you warmed up right now. That's just the energy that I hear, like warmed up. I'm actually seeing a car warming up as well. That may be a part of your morning routine to some degree for someone, or cooling your car off before you get in it, especially if you got leather seats, because I know you lying. One thing about me, I'm not doing the leather seats thing. I don't care what luxury you trying to sell me. If it's got leather seats, give me the cotton. I'm not doing that. I'm a little spicy today. Anyways, we got make the effort. It says great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. So Spirit is calling you to make effort in some area. So your next chapter in love, Spirit is manifesting in a soulmate. But your help is required to some degree, either just to, like, you know, navigate the process once they're here with that flirtation, being open to conversation, not being awkward, tripping over yourself, saying what you don't mean, or struggling when it comes to like the actual person-to-person dating process. And then beyond that, I would just say your energy is needed with the visualization process. Whether it's a prayer, whether it's affirmations you want to hang up around your room on sticky notes, whatever it is you want to do, or the red candle spell, you know, your energy could be used. It's needed at this time to speed things up, and then make the effort, you know, really just kind of applies to anything. So wherever Spirit is specifically calling you to grow and transform right now. But your next chapter in love does include the manifestation of a soulmate. We have chemistry and engagement. So Spirit is saying, like, especially for those of you who struggle to get past the talking stage, it may be because you're not vulnerable enough to allow yourself to be open, to have chemistry with someone. Maybe the flirting, like, Spirit is saying someone thinks that ice breaking is flirting. So for some of you, you may have like, you know, cute little one-liners or things that can start a conversation, but you may struggle to maintain a conversation. Spirit is saying it's hard to build chemistry when you can't maintain a conversation. So even if you can't see how everything kind of comes back to flirting, opening up your energy and talking to people, Spirit is saying that's really going to help you. And then we have engagement. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So regardless, I do see better opportunities coming towards you. Whereas before, maybe you were manifesting like friends with benefits or just temporary partners, people who were out of alignment with you. Now you're manifesting a higher level of commitment, but it's still potentials, you know, you got to seal the deal. So make that effort, get out of your comfort zone, flirt, really work on building that chemistry, really work on being present and not being awkward. You know, those are the things I would really work on at this time, you know, watching like confidence building things and not just like the affirmations that tell you who you are, but like that deep confidence building psychological works, you know. There's probably plenty of channels you can find on YouTube where people, you know, tell you how to come across as confident. But I feel like that's the specific like brand of confidence Spirit is trying to, you know, really help you transform in right now so that you can deliver better results for yourself. Spirit, in life, these cards want to talk to you so bad. They're like jumping around in my hands. So in life, your next chapter, we got balance, justice, and the Page of Water. So this is the Angel Wisdom Tarot. And then I'm going to use your real tarot deck. This is a non-traditional tarot deck. So this would be Temperance for balance. Justice is justice. Page of Water is the Page of Cups. If you're curious, balance says blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary, successful compromise. Ooh, I like that. The power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance. So again, expanding your horizons. You may say, no, I just want a relationship. I know how to handle a relationship, but you don't want to do the dating thing. And Spirit is saying like, we need the diversity. We need the diverse experiences and talents and gifts to show up to make this work and pull it together this time around. So Spirit is really calling you to get out of your comfort zone. We have justice. It says, be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of the situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. So if you can confidently say, I'm doing my best, then you will win. But if you know that you haven't done your best and you've been like avoiding hardcore, the areas where Spirit is telling you to expand, I can already see that it's going to be uncomfortable. But if you do decide to avoid those areas, you will see that reflected down the line in some way. So just be aware of that. Things may not be as good. They may not come in as quick. You may, you know, end up with something else if you're, you know, cutting corners too much, because you're manifesting a soulmate right now. And if you're in like a lazy energy or energy of, I don't want to put my energy into invest, you may end up with not this soulmate, but just something else that's like in that same frequency that you're in at the time. So just be mindful. At least don't surrender. Like, even if you don't feel like doing what Spirit is calling you to do, it's better to be at a standstill than with a dunce or in a totally bad situation in terms of work, in terms of life, wherever. So even if you want to put it off a bit and you're not ready to like put anything into this, at least don't choose someone or something that's going to provide some sort of temporary or, you know, just feeling like at least I did something, because that's not it. You know, you don't want to take a job, at least I took something. You know, no ma'am, at least it's something. No, listen, maybe it's just me personally, but I cannot. Okay. The Page of Water, it says sensitive, open-hearted, and experienced, moody, messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, and heightened psychic abilities. So you're really perceptive at this time. And yeah, it kind of feels like a test is the best way to explain it. I don't really identify with test energy. I never talk about it because I kind of reject tests. Like I've never been like a testing kind of person. If you test me, I'm going to fail on purpose, because whenever I sense that testing energy, I automatically sabotage, because it's like, no, I'm just not with the testing BS. So listen, I'm human. I still got to grow, because I be rejecting some things Spirit be sending to me too, not going to lie. But I do see the heightened psychic ability, so you can feel it. And like I said, the best way to explain it is a test, because there is kind of like this pass or fail energy, or like an energy of what you manifest, how good it is, depends on what you invest. We have the King of Earth. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and grounded, a time of great success, financial security and prosperity, the Midas touch. Yeah, I feel like you just need to find like your Midas touch. Like, how do you do things that works for you? You just need to find your system, like what's best for you, because there's things that we all don't want to do, we all don't like to do, but how can you make it easier for you? Like me personally, I hate driving. I mean, I don't hate driving, but I don't know. I get really sleepy when I'm driving. Like, it's just not a good thing for me. I can't really do the long distance thing. But I have a steering wheel cover, and it's like one of those covers that has like all the little, you know, things on it. So it's a little uncomfortable, like to actually drive with. But it makes driving a little bit more fun, you know, for me, because I get to touch it. I get to, you know, see all the reflections of light from it. I get to just kind of be, you know, what feels like a better environment when I'm driving my car. So it makes it easier for me. So even though it's something I don't like to do, I have something that makes it easier. What can you implement that'll make going out of your comfort zone easier? If you hate flirting, what could you do to develop your ability to flirt in the most harmless way, in a way that doesn't feel too uncomfortable? Maybe starting online would be better for you. So chatting with people online, maybe that's where you want to start. And maybe you, that can go too far, because it's like, I'm like, you know, maybe you want to make a spam account and just like start on Twitter or something, but somebody's going to take it way left and be like, oh, I could create a fake account. Let me be a catfish and da 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 da. No, I'm not saying that. But what way can you strengthen your skills, you know, in a bite-sized, you know, manner? Spirit, their next chapter in love, life, everything. Group 3, we are open to any message, Spirit. What do we need to hear? I am hearing, you know, time is up. So specifically when it comes to putting off certain things, we have the Hierophant in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Cups in reverse. So there's kind of like an energy of feeling like, well, I should be paid back because of previous investment. But again, was that previous investment a result of a shortcut? Like, for an example, if your previous investment was in a romantic relationship, was Spirit guiding you to be with that person and telling you to be with that person? Or did you end up being with that person because you wanted to believe that they could give you what you needed, or you wanted to believe that this was your moment, you know? Because the energy is just a bit like, it feels like very cut and dry, like we're at the end of the line. And I haven't gotten this energy very much from Spirit today. So I'm like, okay, what's going on with this? Some of you, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, are looking for like payment for previous investments, but I feel like Spirit is saying like that wasn't a previous investment. That's something that you bought into because you wanted, you know, to receive something from it, but that was not, you know, divinely guided. So ultimately there's nothing, Six of Cups in reverse, coming from that. Or Knight of Pentacles in reverse, no magical like abundance that's coming in. What I feel is everything that's coming in for you right now is a result of hard work, with you being in this King of Earth energy. A time of great success and financial support, prosperity and security, but it's from your Midas touch. It's from what you bring out of yourself. and what you invest. And there will be, you know, there's always going to be, we did get the Justice card as well. We did get the Balance card. So there's always going to be like residuals that will come in. But with this Page of Water energy, like the things that are going to make you feel really good that come in now are going to be the result of new investments, because especially if you're already looking at past investments as things that you've already kind of paid for and you're just waiting for them to come in, it's not going to be that, it's not going to feel that good, you know? Like if you order some crystals on Amazon and it says 2-day delivery, but then you get a notification the day it's supposed to be delivered, like, oh, it's actually going to be back ordered. It's going to be delivered a month from now. Even when you get those crystals, it's like, ugh, they don't even shine the way they did when it came super fast and it was all, you know, quick and accessible. Now they just look like regular crystals. Ain't nothing special. I paid for the delivery. Now it's about something else, you know? So when it's something that's already expected, it's not even going to feel like a real blessing. So there's always going to be residuals that are coming in, but I don't feel like anything giving you that like really good feeling of like, oh, I just received like abundance, because you feel like you've already worked for it, or it should have already come in from at this point. We do have the Lovers, which is good, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like romance is probably going to be the best for you. Moving forward, romance is probably where you're going to see the most success in terms of the next chapter, because the Lovers is divinely guided energy. So that's like the energy of the soulmate card, calling in your soulmate, where it's like divinely guided. There's a higher force playing a role in this, you know, connection type of thing. But other than that, Four of Pentacles in reverse is almost giving me an energy of you losing money, or, you know, trying to just invest in the next best side hustle that's going to bring you the most coin, or just always worrying about money, having a bad relationship with money. And it should be a time for financial abundance. But I feel like abundance is depending on your perspective, because if you look at it from a perspective of, do I just feel successful? You're not always going to feel successful. But if you look at it from a perspective of, I've made it clear with myself, like if you've asked yourself, what kind of life do I have to live in order to feel comfortable? What's my idea of a nice life? Your idea of a nice life may be owning your own home, not having to be micromanaged, so you're, you know, doing something for work that's, you know, easy for you, but also where it's like you're not receiving pressure from above. But if you didn't set that intention and get clear on that, if you don't have that perspective, you may just weigh in and say, well, I don't think I'm happy, so no, I'm not happy, you know? So it may be about, you know, your perspective and getting clear on what abundance or stability really looks like for you. But we do have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Wands in reverse. So I feel like there's going to be an aha moment, a light bulb moment, or love will level up and you'll automatically feel more comfortable about your financial situation, because it's like, if you don't have love and finances ain't working right, then it's like, okay, I'm going to be mad at somebody. I'm going to be mad at something. But if you have love and then just one area of your life isn't working right, like maybe finances, then, you know, maybe it's kind of straight. Maybe you can take that. You'll feel better about it. So I think just time will positively impact your relationship with money, or what wealth and abundance looks like for you. I feel like time and perspective will help you with that. We have feed your artist. So in terms of what Spirit is recommending, feeding your artist right now, doing what fuels your creativity and makes you feel good, will lead to more abundance. And then we have the flow of sacred yes. So maybe you've just been saying no for a while. Saying no to new people, no to new opportunities, no to anything that comes to you. Maybe you like to, you know, look for opportunities yourself and then just invest in them. Maybe you know, your knee-jerk reaction may be to say no or to reject something if it comes to you. But saying more yes will also help you. We have you are living poetry. So Spirit is also trying to get you to see, like, you are a human being, not a human doing. It is not your natural function to constantly be stressing and wondering and thinking and being intellectual and doing and in your masculine. Spirit's trying to move you more into balance, and perspective is really also going to help you with that. You are living poetry energy, because when you get a different perspective, it allows you to be more graceful with yourself and allow how things look for you to still be okay and beautiful, just the same as someone else's story. That's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Appetite Crystal Point, this is your reading, your next chapter in Love, Life, Everything. We are going to see what wants to come up for you. Group 4, Spirit, this is for group 4 with the Appetite Crystal. Show us for love first, their next chapter in love. Group 4. Ooh, I see you guys meeting someone new. Interesting. And then we have the Healing Family Issues card. So right away, I get a little bit of an energy of Spirit trying to give you a break. You may be really going through it in terms of your living situation, if you still live with family, or in terms of your relationship with certain family members or things that have happened in the past with family. It may be hard for you to trust people. You may have been betrayed by someone who is really close to you. So I see Spirit group 4 trying to give you, like, you know, trying to give you a break. We have getting to know each other, and it is safe for you to love. So Spirit is bringing someone in specifically for you, group 4, who's going to be sensitive to the things that you've been through. And someone who it is safe for you to love, like a safe bet, not someone who's going to stress you out, worry you, give you a run for your money, drag you through the mud, but someone who you can safely rely on, safely love, communicate with, get close to, without having to worry about all that extra BS, without having to worry about like a bunch of extra problems or drama and misunderstandings. So I love this energy for you guys. Getting to know each other says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. It is safe for you to love says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And then Healing Family Issues says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So there's an energy here of this person may even help you forgive your parents or break through some familial issues. They may have experience with it in the past, and you may be, you know, just now going through things that they've gone through years ago, so they can help you. Or this is someone who's naturally very empathetic and understanding and open. So it's like when you're communicating with them, they're very warm with you, very tapped in, very patient with you. We have new love. So yes, this is going to be a new person. And then we have express your love. So Spirit is saying, like, I am quite literally bringing this person in just for you, just for your benefit, just so you can have a safe space, get to know someone, experience new love, but in a very safe way. New love says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this is not someone from your past. This is going to be someone new moving forward. And express your love says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So you may be called to shoot your shot with this person. You may be called to make the first move in some way, have a conversation with them first. You may be called to initiate in some way. And even if this isn't about initiating and this is just more about you expressing your love, if you're more of a closed off person, introverted, quiet person, can't even help it, but just like more quiet and reserved, I would say work on your throat chakra. If you do have a throat chakra block, that's a red flag for me personally. If I feel a throat chakra block with someone, that's personally a sign that gets me to slow down and pay attention to who I'm talking to, because that has happened to me before. And I had to learn about that the hard way. But this could be, you know, just, it's like you're stuck when you're in the presence of someone you really like. It's like you can, you know, chat off the ear of someone you don't care about easily. no worry, no awkwardness. But when you actually like someone or feel attracted to them, you may kind of, choke up. So Spirit is calling for you to express your love, even if that's, just about conversation. And then we have release your ex that fell. The time has come to clear your energy. This would be a good time to do a, you already know, cord cutting, releasing ritual. I do offer custom spell work on my Etsy shop and also manifestation candles as well. So I can definitely help you cut, release, open new, roads for you, all that good stuff. But Spirit is calling you to release your ex. So if there's someone that you're still dealing with that you don't want to deal with anymore, separating your energy from that person is called at this time. Even if this isn't someone you were like officially dating, but this is just like your friends with benefits or, a placeholder, someone who's in your life temporarily. Spirit is calling you to release that person, release your ex. Start to spend less time around them. Start to check yourself when your mind starts to wander about them so that you can get out of the habit of sending them, your energy, your thoughts, even if it's just energetically and you're not dealing with them in the physical. But releasing and letting go of people of the past, even if it's temporary, even if it's not a forever thing. Spirit in life for group 4 in life, their next chapter. Interesting. We got the 5 of fire and the 4 of fire that came out for you. So this is a non-traditional tarot deck. It's the Angel Wisdom Tarot that I'm using, and then I'm going to use your traditional tarot deck as well. But this would be the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, and then balance. This would be Temperance and a traditional tarot deck. So the 4 of Wands, this one says, so much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and your angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. I would just take a moment now to thank them. Why wait? But if you have been feeling like you want to do something special for your guides, I definitely would say follow through on that and let them know that you're thankful for what they've given you up until this point and what they will give you in the future. But yeah, peace and prosperity coming to you, peace and contentment in your personal life is what it says. So I see you being good, finally, feeling like you have a good work-life balance, but also actually healing family issues, like not in the process of doing the shadow work, but in the healed phase of the process where it's like you're actually okay now, ready to move, forward with new people, new beginnings, new love. Not feeling the fear. Balance says blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary, successful compromise, the power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance. So I feel like it's giving 444 energy. It's giving 333 energy as well, where it's like the work you've been putting in is aligning and setting you up for success. The determination and the patience that you've had with yourself is what's manifesting this new beginning. So far, it's looking like multiple levels of your life are leveling up. Your next chapter in life seems to be one. Traditionally, 4 of Wands can also talk about a new home or marriage as well. So this could be that for you. Let me get some water. So dry in here. The 5 of fire, it says conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time. Then stand up for yourself. Very ambitious people is the last thing that it says. So if it's not something that's really, really worth it, don't give it your time, your energy, your attention. People are going to want to be arguing with you. I really feel like it's because of all the new starts happening in your life. I feel like you're going to move a new job, a lot of you. A lot of you are going to be moving into new homes. Some of you are going to be walking into like some sort of financial abundance that's allowing all of this. And for a lot of you, it will be the result of you getting into a new romantic relationship because that person is really watching out for you, taking care of you, protecting you, providing for you, just being there for you. So yeah, there's going to be people around who are going to have something to say, especially if your family are used to vamping off of you. What makes you think they're not going to vamp off of your coin once you finally come into some coin, or try to vamp off of, you know, your resources that you have? You're moving into a new house. Yo, greedy, grubby brothers, sisters, cousins, whoever, family want to tear it down, want to be running up all through your stuff, loud in your neighborhood, causing problems. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're unfortunately going to be the bad guy in some people's stories, group 4. But you are equipped to handle it, and it's your time. We have the Emperor. It says logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role, structure, and discipline. And that's that 444 discipline energy I was getting before. I definitely feel that for you with the structure and discipline. But I feel like this is Spirit telling you to take the Emperor road out of this, or the King of Swords, you know, way out of this, where you're being diplomatic, but very much so matter of fact, fighting for yourself. Stand up for yourself and your resources. Don't allow people to come through, drain you, and tell you what they're going to do in your life and where they're going to go and how they're going to do it, or even feel entitled to be on the phone with you. Because to be real, you don't even have to answer a phone call for people. Also, try to disengage from drama. If you go, like if there's a blog site or a page that you frequent, or certain social media platforms, you know, like maybe Twitter and things like that, staying away from certain things like that and purging from, you know, like drama or this like sensationalism of the news and how we receive information. Disconnecting from that will really help you, because it's like there's going to be a part of you, for some of you, where you do want to keep up with people, but that's like low-key the messy side of you. Excuse me, low-key the shadowy side of you, or the messy side of you, where you're more inclined to, oh yeah, let me hang out with this lunch and see how they're doing. You know they're still suffering. You know they're still in the same spot, so don't even zone to it. You don't want to leave any spaces for your energy to leak. And then we have the 5 of Earth. It says negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges, fear surrounding money. Reach out to others for assistance. It says poor timing to become self-employed. So I feel like if you try to extend yourself right now, or just if you honestly try in general, I feel like that's where things start to fail. When you're going with the flow of how things are naturally unfolding, that's when things are going to be really good and really easy. The opportunity will come to you to start, you know, pursuing getting a house, getting in a relationship. A lot of things are coming to you at this time. So I feel like it's just a bittersweet moment. We have the Justice card in reverse. Some of you feel like, yep, there's something left behind. 8 of Cups in reverse. Some of you are still holding on to the way things could have been. So it's hard for you to, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, commit to any long-term wealth or anything coming towards you moving forward, or as a result of past investments, because there are certain things that you still feel that you should be paid for, or certain debts that you don't feel were paid. Ace of Wands, there may be an issue with control here. And there's a lot of wand energy coming up for you, Gemini, Sagittarius, or sorry, what I'm thinking of, I'm mixing up air signs and damn fire. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Ace of Wands energy, 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Spirit is trying to move you forward in terms of like your passion. We got the Temperance card coming out again now from your official tarot deck. Spirit is trying to move you forward, passions, and beyond this 5 of Cups energy, where you're stuck on, you know, things of the past, waiting for certain things to manifest. I feel like you guys have a really, really big chip on your shoulder right now. We have the 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Some sort of previous investment did not end up working out. And the scales will always balance. Know that. It'll always balance. So if you have truly invested something that has not been paid back at this point, it will be paid moving forward. But you have to trust that, and also you have to be real with yourself, like, okay, have I already been paid back for previous investments? Because maybe you did invest something and you did do something good, but were you doing other things in your life at the time that would cancel that out? You know, being real about that could set you free for some of you and allow you to just move forward. But yeah, we have the eight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups in reverse. So Two of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. A lot of earth energy coming out now. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There's definitely an energy here of kind of being stuck on something specific or someone specific. And we got the Seven of Pentacles coming out in reverse now. So it's an investment that went left, or Ace of Swords, someone said that they were going to do something and did the opposite. This could be, again, like a lie or a betrayal. And honestly, I mean, things take time. It's just going to take healing. For me personally, I'm a Cancer, so I process everything emotionally. I don't run away from processing certain things. I'm constantly processing things, which is why we're known for being emotional. So I don't know what to tell someone that like kind of avoids that transmutation process, because I don't do that. What I can do is I can give you an actionable, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Alchemy. I freaking love that book. It's my start here book for anyone wanting to go on a spiritual journey, but it teaches you actionables, mental, spiritual, and emotional alchemy. And it gives you, you know, actionables if you struggle with that specifically. But yeah, Ace of Swords, you know, if someone did flat out lie to you, Seven of Pentacles in reverse about an investment or what they wanted to do or what they wanted to have, that's definitely going to take some transmutation, because I don't feel like that'll ever sit right with you if someone like actually betrayed you. So we have the World card and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's a full circle moment happening here, but I just feel like it's not good enough, Group 4. I feel like, you know, you really want some razzle dazzle. And the Tower and the Two of Swords. Spirit's not letting up on this. I don't feel like that golden moment is going to happen, honestly. I do feel really good things happening for you, but yeah, we got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. This is what makes it less sweet. You've worked for all of it. So it's like, it doesn't feel like abundance because it didn't all come like, you know, super easily or magically or in a fun, you know, well-packaged kind of way. So, I mean, honestly, if it was me, I would have to go through the same thing. I don't know what to say to this either, because it's like, what do you say to someone? Like, if Spirit, like if I were to have been in this situation where Two of Swords, Spirit's telling me like Two of Swords, Tower card, like, yeah, stuff is hitting the fan. I feel like a lot of certain things Spirit is saying have already been paid, and you may not be looking at it that way. But if Spirit was giving me this energy, I don't know. Like, it's like, what do you do? Like, damn, if you're saying I deserve more and Spirit is saying you're actually breaking even right now, like, what the heck do you say to that? We do have recovery and help, which will be really good for you. We also have healing. The situation will be healed is what it says at the bottom of that deck. So I do see more healing happening, and recovery says you will bounce back from money-related issues. So some of you, like, you may have really felt like, you know, God let you down at a certain point in your journey. Like something, you may have lost a home or had to live in your car, or, you know, have something like really got started off on the wrong foot. You don't have things as easy as other people. We have the help card. It says you will receive help when you need it the most. It will come at just the right time. So I do see recovery for whatever financial investment that was. It's like one of those situations where you get scammed and it's like, dang, I feel like I should be, you know, I feel like I should get some sort of compensation for being scammed, but it's like all the bank will do is refund, like, you know, the charges and the fees. Nothing else. Everything else in your account starts to go left, because like now the coin isn't in there. So this is actually affecting other areas, but all they can, you know, say is, yeah, I'll give you refunded for exactly what happened. And it's like, sometimes that's not enough. And this is like one of those like kind of life lesson moments where it's like, damn, I don't even know what to say to this either, because if I was in this position, I would just have to literally, like, it's like the only way out is through. You can't sugarcoat life when it's like this, you know? It's like, so what could I really say? We have signs and legal. Sign says pay attention to the signs around you right now. Spirit is trying to get your attention on some matter. So I do feel like Spirit is trying to lead you in the direction that it would benefit you most to focus on so we can get through it. But it really does feel like the only way out is through type of moment. There's a lot of positivity happening, like Temperance, things finally balancing out. Tower, things ending that definitely should have been ended. The World card, it is a full circle moment. There's new love coming in. I should have known from the beginning by how Spirit was going so hard, talking about like this person is specifically coming in to give you a break and to help and heal you, that you had been through the ringer. But now after seeing everything unfold, it's like, yeah, your next chapter, it's a lot of healing and a lot of love, but also a lot of processing of what has happened. And that's just going to be hard because some things you just don't agree with. You feel like it was wrong. And like I said, it's like, you know, if you get scammed, like, yeah, like that person is dead wrong. But like a lot of victims still have to eat the cost of getting scammed. So it's like, I don't know what to say because sometimes things are just effed up, you know, and I would have to learn in the moment, you know, too. So we have legal. It says something official needs to be taken care of, legal issues, or a need to finalize something. So I would say with signs and legal coming up at the end of the reading, handling things sooner rather than later, not allowing certain bills to get out of control or out of hand, handling things as soon as you can is going to be the most beneficial. But that's what I got about your next chapter. My Etsy shop is in the description. I'm telling you, I do custom spell work on there and manifestation candles. If you need help with any of that, I got you. You can find that over there. But other than that, I got readings on Etsy too if you need a personal. And that's what I got for you today. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.